Hey everybody, Logan here. I bet you're wondering, Logan, why are you doing these? Why are you doing these Amazon cheap controllers that, probably aren't good? Why? I'm going to tell you why. There are a lot of people out there looking to save a buck or two these days because, everything's getting very expensive. Things have been expensive for the last 6 or so years. Things have just been through the roof, and with gaming getting that much more expensive, a $90 Pro controller just is out of a lot of people's budget. Even a $60 and a $65 one, people just don't want to spend it, and they are looking for some solid options. So what I've been doing is I've been scouring Amazon. You guys know I've done other videos before, but I'm looking for a good third-party one that features what everybody wants and doesn't cost an arm and a leg. So that's what these videos are for. If you're looking at the GameSir, the Easy SMX, or some of the higher end ones, this isn't for you, but hey, you still might enjoy the video. But these are for the people who do have a Switch or a Switch 2, especially the Switch 2, want something that has all the features, including a C button and console wake and anti-drift sticks, but again, don't want to spend, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, $200 on these controllers, just want something solid. So there we go. With that preface out of the way, let's get into it. So I did see this one on Amazon. Depending on how the end of this video goes, I will leave a link to the product. If not, don't bother. But this was originally $24.99. It has a $5 off coupon, so it's a $19.99 controller with listed as Hall effect sticks. It has colored lights, custom buttons, vibration, sensor, which is gyro. You've got turbo buttons, wired and wireless mode, and lithium ion battery. According to the listing, it was a 600 mAh, so it's not gonna be the largest, but again, we are talking about a $20-$25 controller, so it doesn't look too bad. It's got a nice little design, in my opinion. Nothing super fancy. I think it's funny how they call it Hall rocker, but it's Hall effect stick. You got a Type-C charge port, and yeah, that's pretty much it. One of the big things is it does have console wake. So that's what a lot of people want, and just to have it simple, Hall effect sticks, some like turbo, some don't, but no drift, console wake, C button, everything you need out of a Switch 2 controller. It seems like we have it here. Hopefully it's not junk. I'm skeptical, but hopefully I might have found something for you guys who want to save a buck. There you have it. It's a little smaller than I expected. Believe it or not, that plastic doesn't feel terrible. Standard membrane. Triggers are very squishy. They feel like they're mimicking analog, but they're not, because, well, Switch doesn't use analog. Does this say it's compatible with PC as well? Because if that's the case, it might be why they feel that way. But it doesn't say anywhere on the box that it's PC compatible. I'm pretty sure it would be. D-pad actually feels pretty decent. Face buttons don't feel bad. It feels like a standard third-party controller. You know what? It actually feels better than that On controller, the one from Walmart. This feels significantly better. The triggers are the only things I'm not a big fan of. Sticks are okay. No anti-friction ring, but that's still fine. If you're looking for a $20 controller, that doesn't feel bad. And you've got your two flappy paddles in the back. They're marked here as AL and AR. Alternate right, alternate left, or I don't know what the A would stand for. And then back here you have macro and shoot. So I'm guessing that's turbo and macro. All right. Do we have any power? Okay, so that's where your light's going to be. That's the sync up. You got your C, you got your turbo, you got your... I'm assuming that's the screenshot button. That's weird to have it on that side. Plus and minus and your home. All right. The sticks are the only thing I'm not a big fan of. The stick caps, but you can replace those with anything that could fit that. There's a ton of ones out there. I have plenty. I would recommend that. Those I don't like. That D-pad's actually not that bad. It looks worse than it is. So there's really not much to it. Oh, here we go. For Switch half, 1 and 2, Windows PC, Android, and iOS. So that's why they feel like that. They are analog, they're not digital. But they'll still work, of course. All right. So far, we've got a C controller right out of the box. $20? Yeah, sure, definitely. Does it feel bad in the hand? No. Does it feel super cheap? Not at all. It actually feels okay. Let's test it. Here we have the Switch. We are going to sync it. We got the sync button on the top. And then we're going to walk through the wake up process. It is one of those where it's just not sync wake up like the Easy SMX S10 Lite. It's one of those where you have to remove the Joy-Con and put them back on. So let's see how that works. So let's turn on the controller. There we go. Okay, so it paired rather quickly. And then you're supposed to do this. It said take them both off. Put them back on. Alrighty. That clearly worked. Little delay, but worked. Let's try that one more time. Let's move around. Okay. And then let's try it one more time. Little delay, but not bad. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, out of all these that I've tried, this is probably one of the easier ones to get working. Even easier than some of the big brands. I don't want to name anything, but if you guys have been watching, you know that is very simple. It's better than any of the other Amazon ones I've purchased so far. And that is nice. That is nice. I'm already... Okay, I've already bumped the grade up without even testing it. As of right now, we are sitting at a B. So let's go to Mario Kart because that's what everybody plays on the Switch too. And let's see how it runs. So we're in free roam. The rumble's nice. The rumble is nice. It's not HD. Okay, so the back buttons already come pre-mapped as the shoulder buttons. Not the triggers, but the shoulder. All right. Yeah, I know I'm being crazy here because I want to see the sticks. All right, that actually doesn't feel bad. So let us... The rumble's actually very nice. Like, I'm surprised. All right, so not the best gyro, but it's okay. It's not shabby. I don't use gyro, but it's there and it works. I would probably say out of all the controllers I've used outside of official third party, some of the best gyro, believe it or not, was in the, who was it? Was it the Turtle Beach? The Turtle Beach. That had a very good gyro in it. So for motion controls, that was pretty solid. But otherwise, I think this one's not too shabby. There's one thing I want to test. Let's go to something that uses the D-pad.
Perfect cover for a bank job.
Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Of course, if it's not Shredder's Revenge.
Watch out, these bugs have been sent by Nihilus himself.
Like, wow. Latency is nil. That is fantastic. How is this such a decent controller? I mean, there was no name on it when I bought it on Amazon that I can remember. It had one of those weird names to it, but here it just says wireless controller. Again, I'll put the listing, if possible, in the description below. But if anything, I'll give you the full name and everything too in the description, because wow. That is the model number HD 7200. See, it just says vibration, linear, interchangeable, directional keys, record precision. Because see, these already come pre-mapped, but you could set up turbo if you want. I almost think that has HD Rumble 1 because that is really good for standard actuators. Like, that is almost too good. But, you know, it's really hard to see what's actually in it when you're buying them on Amazon because they use generic. And that was one of the things that had me a little off on buying this one, is because there just wasn't enough information. But this is a good controller. This is a solid controller. So, yeah, if you're going to pick this one up on Amazon and for 20 bucks, I don't think you'll be disappointed. Again, there's only a couple things that I would say that are drawbacks, which are the stick tops. Don't like those. You can get yourself stick tops. The triggers are squishy, but otherwise everything is nice. It's a little funny shaped, but it's something it's easily gotten used to. So that's actually pretty nice. There you go. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. I'm going to do some more of these videos for these controllers that I find on Amazon, just because I think this will definitely help save people quite a bit of money if they want something that isn't going to be utterly trash and they don't want to spend a lot of money. This series is for you. So again, hopefully this helped you out. God bless each and every one of you. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.